stocks went slightly down today despite all the swine flu scares. It was up for a good part of the day but ended up down. So joining us now to talk more about the market is Markowski, the watchdog on Wall Street. How are you, Chris?
A lot going on, not just the swine flu, all sorts of stuff.
Okay, lately we have seen the market have a little rally. It looks a little bit more positive, but is there a danger when you see something like this and you're looking for good news to move too aggressively back into the market when you see a little bit of improvement like this?
Well, I hope that most of the listeners out there haven't gotten too drastic in regards to what they're doing if they're long-term players in the first place. Trying to guess when the bottom is or when the top is in the market's a complete exercise in futility. Nobody's able to do that, even though they say that they can, even though the commercials on TV say that you're able to do it or you can buy a software that'll tell you to do it. It's not the case. Bulls and bears are all a product of time, and if you're a long-term guy and you're somebody that's not going to need to have access to your money 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the road, you know, just keep doing what you were doing in the first place.
What are the indicators you look for to see if the market is rallying or not?
Right now, you have to look not so much, you know, there's so many different variables going on out there. Right now, I think we're almost in an eye of a hurricane type of a situation where it's a little bit calm now and things are getting better. But I think that there's more stuff that's going to be affecting the economy going forward. I think commercial real estate is another shoe that's going to drop. But I think little by little anyway, our economy is going to recover. Businesses are going to need to retrench in regards to inventories. Durable goods numbers going to come up. And when we really start to see the unemployment numbers start to flatten out and that decline to basically cease, then we know we're on our way up.
Are you optimistic about this, about the situation, that we will see improvement?
Oh, absolutely. You always have to be. I mean, you know, never been on the end of the world. It only happens one time. And you slowly but surely, you're starting to see signs. I think I gave anecdotal evidence last week when I talked about my trip to Disney several weeks ago, excuse me, Universal Studios a couple weeks ago, and I had a 3-hour wait for one of the roller coasters there. And that very day, Disney World had to shut down because it was too crowded. Now, these are not things that people were doing during the Great Depression. You know, the sky's not falling, the earth is not going to open up. It took us a while to get us into the situation we're in. It's going to take us a while to get out.
What do you think of the moves that the auto industry has made this week? Pontiac is going to be gone. GM is making adjustments. Chrysler is not looking too good. What's on the horizon for the auto industry?
Today, I mean, I can't even believe that, you know, we, the taxpayers, congratulations, everybody bought stock in General Motors today is basically what happened.
I read that, yes.
In our business, that's called an unauthorized trade. That gets you in a lot of trouble. The government owns 50%, own 50% of General Motors. It's now Government Motors. We cracked jokes a while ago. I said we're going to be driving around in 2012 Pelosi's. It looks like it's going to be the case.
Oh, no.
Who's going to design the cars? Who's going to run these companies? I mean, it's a scary scenario. I mean, who in Washington, D.C. knows how to run an automaker? Not to mention the fact, imagine being Ford and now knowing that you're going to have to compete against Uncle Sam, who also writes the laws in regards to CAFE standards and all this other stuff.
But do you really think that even though the government and us officially, we own 50%, the government wouldn't get involved in day-to-day operations of an auto company now, would they?
Would your mouth to God's ears, I don't know.
Would Barack Obama put a man in Detroit to oversee
he already has.
on a daily basis?
He already put Steve Ratner in there in charge as a private equity guy to oversee and decide what's going to go on there. They already got rid of Rick Wagner. So, you know, I don't know what's next. You tell me. I mean, what are we going to be driving in next? You don't know. It's a lot of engineering that can take place when they get the government involved, whether it be Republicans or Democrats.
All right. Well, Chris, thanks so much.